Welcome everyone. This is NXL 360. My name is Nadim Lukele. I'm joined by the legendary Fanny Madida, the highest top goal scorer in the history of South African football. 28 goals, 28 league goals. No one has scored 28 league goals. People say Besuma, it doesn't matter. That's a fact. He scored 28 league goals. All the strikers, top goal scorer, 12 goals, 13 goals, 15 goals. I think it's high time teams like Orlando Pirates hire the legendary Fanny Madida to be a strikers coach. Now we need a strikers coach. Enough with goalkeepers coach. Now we need goals. Legend, how are you? And thank you so much for joining me. And how did you see Orlando Pirates? Obviously, they are back on top of the log, 2-0 against Richards Bay. Interesting match, Legend. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Mr. Nadim Lukele? Last time I saw you arguing on TV as usual because you are forever argumentative. Yeah, what a choice of a team. It's high time that Pirates get a strikers coach. Wow. Remember that I played for Chiefs. I thought you would say maybe Jerry Kosane. It's high time that Orlando Pirates get Jerry Kosane to come and coach.
No. I think Orlando Pirates need you more than Chiefs because with Kaizer Chiefs, I think they have an entourage of coaches, two coaches. That there are so many people. At least the Pirates, it can be Owato, Mandla Ncikazi, and you as a strikers coach. Mpumi Khoza, I can give you Fanny Madida's numbers to help the boys.
It's quite interesting in league
Yeah.
this season. I mean, they are only being separated by 2 goals. I mean, the Pirates have allowed 8, Sundowns 10. This is the only difference. And how many goals did Pirates score up until now, Nadim? You are a stat.
Pirates,
You are a stat.
Yeah, Pirates have scored 33 goals, Sundowns 34
You see,
goals.
that's the difference.
So 1 goal difference.
Yeah, well, stats. That's your game, and I think you should join Chiefs with stats because I was listening to Kaiser Jr. the other day. He had an interview. He was talking about stats, this, stats, that, stats, this, that. Stats doesn't play football. Football is played by individuals. So stats doesn't matter. Stats. You cannot recruit players using stats. You recruit players because of their personality. So unfortunately, some of the people are just deceived by technology. But it's unfortunate because they don't even seek knowledge from other people. But anyway, that's another topic for a different day.
Yeah, no, indeed, legend. That is another topic from another day. What's your take on Orlando Pirates? Are you impressed with today's victory against Richards Bay?
I'm quite interested. I'm quite impressed because you can see that they don't buckle under pressure. They are flying high, and it's high time that Sundowns is giving them a competitive edge, in this game of football or in our league by Orlando Pirates. It's quite interesting. Nadim, last season, by this time, they were flying already with the league. Sundowns, they've already won it. But this time around, Sundowns, Pirates is giving them a hard time. So they will have to dig deep to win it this time around. But my mind is on Orlando Pirates this time around.
What is it that makes your money to be on Orlando Pirates, legend? Because Sundowns have won it 8 league times in a row. What is it that you see different from Orlando Pirates? I'm saying for the league has been dominated by Sundowns for the past 8 years. What is it that makes you different and think Orlando Pirates can win it? Yeah, basically, I'm saying you are saying you think Pirates is gonna win the league. What motivates that? Looking that they've struggled to win the league for the past 14 years.
Have you seen the Orlando Pirates?
Yeah, that is legendary Fanny Madida. We're talking about Orlando Pirates versus Mamelodi Sundowns. Both of them are fighting the league title, obvious. Orlando Pirates won today's game by 2-0, beating Richards Bay. The way it looks like Orlando Pirates. It looks like Orlando Pirates, obviously. Yeah. You are back. You were lost today.
We got cut. I hope it's fine.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, legend. you are still explaining what is it that makes you believe Orlando Pirates have a chance this season.
They don't buckle under pressure. They are able to absorb the pressure, and they are unpredictable. They don't give up. They consistently attack. They never retreat to say, we're going to the reinforced defense because the opponent is attacking us. No, they defend because they have to defend. And when they get the ball, they attack. They are offensive because they have to be offensive. But all the time, their inclination is to score more goals than the opponent, which is a very, very good mentality. And their players technically sound and very brave. Mofokeng is making that difference. If you have a maestro in a team, back in the day, you had your maestros like, say, like Teenage Dada, a player that will make a difference. I'm talking about the real history. I'm not talking about players that played post us. I'm just quoting back in the day. You are the one that is going to try and get a player after the legends like Teenage Laza at Pirates. You had like Chipa Chauke. You had Bototo Makanya. Those were difference maker when it comes to winning and losing for Orlando Pirates.
But the fans, legend, they are not happy with. They feel like Mbutuma and Mahopa are not scoring enough. Do you think with those two players, not really, both of them, they've not scored more than 6 goals? If you look at Mahopa, I mean, like 10 goals. If you look at Reinhardt and Sundowns alone, has already scored 10 goals in the league. What does that mean? Do you mean even though the strikers are not really scoring a lot of goals, they have a chance of winning the league title?
That's a positive side of football and for Orlando Pirates, because goals can be scored by any player. They don't have a appointed, so to say, or players that appointed players that this one is going to score. It's a total football in the main. So whoever is closer to the goals and has a goal opportunity, scoring opportunity, will score. So it's very good because then you don't trust one player, like say Haaland is the one that is going to score. At Arsenal or at Sundowns, you say who's that player? Is it Salas who's going to score? No, anyone can score. So it's good for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
good for
definitely. And then the captain, there's also a captain a issue with the captain. Most of the fans are not convinced with the captain of Orlando Pirates CBC. They feel that he is lacking that thing Boga's head. What's your take on him?
What is it that you have seen the fans being in agreement with when it comes to team dynamics? Because you know that you live by that. Fans are never going to agree with you. But because you are in charge, you have to take decisions. So that means you need to take a decision and make the decisions that are not going to be favorable for the for the player, for the supporters. They are going to be okay as the game goes by. So whatever the team has decided, it's because the team or the coach or the technical team, they know about the team dynamics. They are there with the team. They're working closer with the team. So what the fans see, it shouldn't be a problem for the team. If you remember, if you go with the fans, this coach would have gone. That's why I'm saying to you, after the 6th game or 5th game, if I'm not mistaken, they started to hit in all cylinders. That is Orlando Pirates. They started to pump really in different cylinders. So if it was the fans, the Orlando Pirates management, they would have kicked out the coach. But they do what is best for the team, and they know why they appointed this guy to be the.
Where are you gonna rank this coach? Because it will be the first ever coach in South Africa to come and win a treble. If Pirates can win the league, of course, because they've already won 2 trophies. Where are you gonna rank Owato in the coaches that have coached in South African football?
In football, there is one coach that will tell you, Kevin Hunt, would say, um, don't get involved, don't be far from what you're supposed to be doing. So everything depends on the next game. So at the moment, your focus is the game that is at hand, and then the future will take care of itself. So why do you have to now rate a coach amongst the other coaches that have been there before? Because he hasn't won that treble. So when he has done that, then we will have this discussion. I promise that I will be with you to have this discussion because you have never changed since we have worked with you at SAPC. You still want me to predict, and I am not a good Sangoma to predict.
You've already predicted. You said you think Pirates will win the league
That's
the
it.
way they
But I
play.
was not talking about the coach. That the coach will be
Mm.
amongst Rod Kroll, will be amongst Musin Etural, will be amongst Mangoba Mngidi, will be amongst Pitso Msimang. I didn't say that. I just hope that
As well, but
Nadim, I just hope that the uniform on the colors of the team that you are wearing win the league as well.
that one is a done deal. Arsenal is gonna win the Champions League. It's gonna win the league. It's gonna win the EFL Cup. It's gonna win the FA Cup. It's gonna win everything. Don't
So
worry about that. It's taken.
please call me, invite me again in your show, please, at the end of the season.
As we rap legend, I don't want to keep you much. I would like to know which of the players at Pirates that have impressed you most this season. I'm so interested in that.
I have talked about Mufukeng. So that's the only one that I will talk about because the other ones, they are making the team to be the team, you know. But when you talk about the maestro, that's why I said a maestro. So he is the one that is really making things to move. That's
Yeah.
Mufukeng.
And we saw the Bafana Bafana squad, preliminary squad ahead of the World Cup, obviously. We're starting to see who the coach is thinking of taking to the World Cup. What's your assessment on it?
I didn't see the team yet because SAFA executive committee is still grumbling and mumbling and fumbling as usual because you have a chairperson that wants to imitate other football federation chairpersons like Hayato, like Havelange, like what was the last one? FIFA one. You know,
Sepp Blatter.
Sepp Blatter. They always
Yeah.
they say in English a good dancer. You
Knows
know,
when to leave the stage.
thank you very much. So
Yeah.
in Africa, unfortunately, even in history, in Africa, you have that problem. That's why you have a president in Cameroon. You know for how long he's been there now. So I don't want to talk now about politics. It's
Yeah.
just a sickness in Africa.
Mm. So who do you think should take over at SAFA? Because there's a problem. I mean, people are saying Lucas Hadebe should be a SAFA president, but I'm not sure if the legend Lucas is in line or is interested. I don't know. But who do you think should come in? Because honestly speaking, Danny Jordan, I believe, honestly speaking, is safe this time. SAFA needs new leadership. I mean, we can't have South Africa is not like a monarchy. SAFA is not a monarchy where you must have one person leading until he dies in the seat.
That's
So
that's
Mm.
the problem, Nadine, because the the gentleman, I mean, he has made history. So now he's spoiling that history that he's made.
Mm.
So he has spoiled it already. So, but let the people that have selected him and that are working with him, executive members, the ones that are not seeing what we see, let them let their eyes being opened a bit because there's still a lot of sand in their eyes, which needs to be wiped away so that they can see the bigger picture. At times when you get um, I don't want to use a silly name, but when you benefit, from leadership, it becomes a problem. Things have become cloudy before your eyes, and so you can't see things. You see them vividly, but let's hope that the cloud will dissolve, will be out of their eyes one day. In Zulu, they say inkungu, ababoni banenkungu emehlweni.
So, but you still can't give me a name who can take over after Jenny Judah.
You don't have to get a name because South Africa has how many population? It's more than 60 million. So
Yeah, more than 60 million.
so we don't have to say this one can take over. No, give people a chance. The best ones will come out of there.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Legend. I appreciate you. You're one of my favorite strikers. I remember you watching you live when Pirates were playing Chiefs. FNP Stadium. I think you're wearing jersey number 19.
18,
Obviously.
18, 18.
18, yeah. I don't remember very well if I was up.
Lucas Hadebe will be 19.
No,
Howard
I'm just
Springs
saying in
will be
98.
20.
I'm saying 98 after you came back from overseas.
Yeah, but you were talking about jersey number.
Yes. I'm not sure if I was supporting Chiefs or Pirates, but yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, the colors that you are wearing now, you are supporting Pirates.
All right, so thank you so much, Legend. Guys, we're honored to have the legendary Fanny Matita, and one of the person you can say at the moment, the one has scored more than 28 league goals in South African football ever. You can count Jomo Sono, you can count whoever you want, it doesn't matter. Mbesuma, Leslie Manyathela, Dennis Slaughter, 28 league goals. That is a record number of goals. That is the history. So I honestly believe that local people in South African football, they can make use of him as someone who can coach the forwards. Because honestly speaking, we can't blame Mahopa and say he's missing chances in Butuma. He can't do. Who's coaching him? Mandla Ncikazi plays a strike. So that's how I feel it. With all due respect, I think that's what we need to do in South Africa. In England, all over the world, it's something that is happening where you see legendary strikers helping forwards to score, composure, all those kind of things. But in South Africa, we're quick to judge. Butuma is missing. But who's assisting him in order, those kind of things? Remember, we don't have the best development like in Europe.
Thank you. Thank you, Leggy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Legend. Orlando Pirates, congratulations. The Buccaneers won, of course, 2-0 against Richards Bay. The league is going to be very interesting. I don't know who's going to win. It looks like Orlando Pirates might go all the way and win the league, as the legendary Fanny Matita is saying. Will it be like that? I don't know. I think so. I think Pirates is going to win the league. Remember, I think Pirates going to win the league by 2 points. Sundowns, where I feel they will drop points. I've done my calculations against Polokwane City in Polokwane. It's going to be tough for Sundowns. And against TS Galaxy in Bombela. Remember, Sundowns against those two clubs last year, they lost those games without scoring a goal. It was worse in Polokwane. Sundowns lost that game without even having a shot on goal. They lost 1-0. So the league is going to go down to the wire. Orlando Pirates played very well, scored 2 goals. One will say Richards Bay should have gotten a penalty. I am not sure. Pirates obviously got a penalty, just like Sundowns got a penalty yesterday. Mahopa obviously scored the goal, the penalty, of which it was impressive for him. And then he has not been scoring in a while. And then, he scored in the derby, but before then, there was a lot of critique against him. But he's fighting for the place to the World Cup. I believe he's one of those players who are highly favored to go to the World Cup. Apolis is good to see him coming back and scoring. Look like Moremi is also doing so well. It looks like he's getting back his form, because he's not been really on form since he came back from the Africa Cup of Nations. But the fact is, it's going to go down to the wire. Orlando Pirates, 47 points. Mamelodi Sundowns, 47 points. Only 1 goal separated them. Goodbye, everyone.